Hi there, so this is how to set screen time and what to do if it's not working. That will be in the second part of the video. So first of all, how to set screen time. So you go into your iPhone settings, screen time, and then turn on screen time. Pretty straightforward so far. Read about some of the things that it does and then tap on continue to go through to the next stage. You're going to decide whether it's for you or for your child, probably for the child if you're watching this video, but equally if you're looking after your own digital well-being, you may want to set it for yourself. So set the downtime overall. So these are the hours at which the phone can and can't be used. So there we go, from 9 p.m. to 8 a.m. this person won't be able to use it, and then you can set the individual categories of apps and add individual limits either to the categories or individual apps. So here I'm setting up an hour for social on the all apps and categories, and then go through a little indication of what's there, and then you need to set your screen time passcode. So this is the thing not to tell the other person if you're looking to restrict their time. So screen time, enter it twice, and then set the recovery. So if you forget that, then if you have your Apple ID in here, which it asks you to do, you can't do it without, then that's where you can reset it. So we go now into screen time. This is where you can set individual app limits. See that app limit orange button that is on there to tap. So we go into here, and this is where you can set, so if it's TikTok or Instagram, you can add individual limits on that. So with that add limit link, that is on there. So again, got to add your screen time passcode and then go in and set here. So you can do it for whole category, so all social, or you can expand it to tap on an individual app and block that one if there's a particular one that they are watching way too often and it's driving you around the bend, or you just can't help yourself from opening up Instagram 1,000 times a day. So there, click on the individual app. You can set a time. So although I've set that global limit for 3 hours a day, there on TikTok, it's just an hour a day. And equally here, you can swipe to remove ones that you've set up and customize it and get it just the way that you want it. So, perfect. Okay, perfect. So if you go back out of here, you can see, obviously I've just enabled it, so it's only got 7 minutes on there, but you can see all activity just underneath that graph, and then check what's actually happening on the device and how much time they're spending on individual apps. So there, I've just been on settings. That's why the only one that's showing. But there you'll find your TikTok and Instagram usage. And now, once they've reached that limit, you see that the app itself is grayed out and there's the little egg timer beside it. And if they tap on that, you'll see that there are two options. One is ask for 1 more minute or enter the screen time password you want. So I've asked for 1 more minute. There you go. Sister channel, follow that. Great stuff. I'm just spending a lot of time on there, more than my hour per day. And so you can have that 1 minute, but then at the end of that 1 minute, then you'll get the grayed out. You'll go back to the grayed out and the timeout message, and you can't do it. But obviously, what happens if they just ask for yet more 1 minutes and keep doing that? So once you've had that 1 minute, then what happens this time is it doesn't give you that option. It just says enter screen time passcode, which only you know, and that's it. That's how it should work. Now, there has been some challenges here in that it's not working for some people. So in that case, and this is what initially happened to me when I was setting it up, this is what you need to do. So you go back into screen time, go down, and you have to turn it off, unfortunately. So turn it off, turn off screen time. There we go. And we are back to the default in terms of setting that up. It's not enabled. And then what you need to do is restart your iPhone. And then go back into the settings app and turn it on again. So the classic IT support, turning it off and on again, does work. And that's what worked for me. I was very confused as to why those particular social apps weren't blocked for the hours that I'd set. So go back in, set the app limits, overall time, etc. There we go, so I've selected that. Okay, so set the overall time for the app limit, put in my screen passcode, and then again it asks you for the Apple ID. Exactly as before, you're just going through the same steps, setting it up as you want and as you need. There we go, 3 hours overall. Working my way through these other options on here. Content privacy, enter my screen time passcode. Again, as I said, it's exactly as before, and then we're back in and I can enter my individual app limits. And again, doing it this second time is what works. And what works for me, and it seems to be what's working for other people as well. So again, we can either select all content apps, or if you untick that box at the top, you can set individual limits for TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, whichever app seems to be the issue in terms of the internet addictions. There we go, expand social, TikTok, there we go, Instagram as well, and then my limits are set for those specific apps, and we are good to go. So there we go, just 1 hour on TikTok and Instagram. And note that you can group those apps together, so by tapping on both of them means here we go, they are then grayed out, and then we're back into time limit. That is now working after that reset, so 1 minute or after that 1 minute's expired, and fine, enter the code if you know it. Right, there's also a setting within the TikTok app, so there's both content preferences where you can restrict it in terms of some of the adult content or swearing or whatever that you may want to restrict if it's a child. But there's also a digital well-being setting, which is kind of similar to what screen time is doing. So daily screen time at the top. And there are some limits in terms of what's available. So 40, 60, 90 or 120, you can't set it beyond those options, or at least at the time of recording. It has varied a bit over time. Again, here, this is where you set your passcode, 4-digit passcode that, again, you should know if you're doing it to restrict a child. And then after the 40 minutes, then when they enter TikTok, they'll get this passcode warning. And if they don't enter the right passcode, then that's it. They're blocked from using the app. So anyway, I hope that helps you out and answers a few questions.